Hi, my Red Eye Army. This is your girl, Elizabeth Ucha. I just got home from the doctor. I just got home from going grocery shopping. Um, I'm not laying here. I just had dinner. I just got Dad to make me a bowl of chili. Big old pot of chili. In my belly. With some green onions and sour cream and cheese. Yum, yum, yum. And I had a salad. I had to go to the liver doctor, y'all, today. Liver's fine. It's normal. But they said my spleen's enlarged. So, because of my liver. So that's the reason why. I have stuff going on with my liver. I can't tell you what's up with it anymore. What I think I had back in summer 2016, everybody, was hepatitis A, because it was all that pain was up in my right upper quadrant where your liver is of my abdomen. And it was has anybody in high school ever got bullied and your school bully will punch you in the gut or something? That's what it felt like. It felt like somebody was repeatedly punching me in my gut. And I tell people, thinking back of that, I'm thinking I had hepatitis A. Because that makes a lot of sense. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, that sometimes can be bloody, abdominal pain up in the right upper quadrant. My old gastroenterologist at Children's thought I had a gallbladder attack. I said no because I know the difference. Because I tell the story, my dad had his gallbladder removed. My mom thought my dad was having a heart attack. It was not, because it was really low on the sternum. Not on the sternum, it was underneath the rib cage, right down here, underneath his pec. So underneath his breast, if you're a man, your pecs. But if you're a female, it's right underneath your breast. And I tell people, to him, it felt like somebody was taking a screwdriver and twisting it into his gallbladder. Until one day he tried to go to work and that shit knocked him down to his knees. Yeah, so my dad had a gallbladder attack. Whatever stone it was in there, it kind of got out of the bile duct somehow. And then it came back again 2 days later, and my dad's gallbladder was infected. So my dad had, I can't think of the word of it, probably couldn't wear. I had to Google the word, but I can't think of it right now at the top of my head, everybody. I just had dinner. So don't mind me. I didn't eat breakfast because I had to do fasting labs. So they're checking my liver enzymes and to see that I had the hepatitis A and B vaccine. I don't think I did, everybody. Red Eye Army, I don't know if I did, because my aunt said on Facebook I did not have the hepatitis A or B vaccine. So your girl might have to get it. That's okay, because I told my dad, I thought if you have an infection with hepatitis A, it makes you immune. Hey, I don't give a shit. Give me double immunity. Because if anybody knows any doctors or residents that are in gastroenterology below, can you please comment? Because I have a little bit, it's called fatty liver disease. I tell people it's caused by my genetic disorder, but the main cause was a viral load. And my gastroenterologist now said, Miss Elizabeth, I don't know what happened. So I told her the story, what happened. I said I ate some fish. 2 days later, I felt ill. I felt like I had listeria or salmonella or E. coli poisoning. And she said Hep A can imitate that. It's like, really? Because she asked me where the pain was. I said, right up in the right upper quadrant where my liver is. And I tell people, I can remember this pain. It was like, as hard as, like, I tell people, it's my mind, it felt like somebody took 2 freaking katanas, put them in a forge or whatever, got them to the forging point, and then stabbed me with those. Can I tell people it was like a hot, like it was a pulsating pain, but it was also warm. So warm to the touch. So I tell people at that time, if you put your hand over top of my abdomen, it was warm. So they thought maybe I had a gallstone that might have bust through one of my bile ducts. So in the ER, so I tell people what happened when I wound up in the ER. I had so much diarrhea and vomiting, it made me so dehydrated I just passed out. Clearly, passed out, blacked the fuck out. Literally, I used to have reclinable love seat at the time. And that time I kind of felt in between where it was kind of like cushiony but still kind of hard. And I give your girl herself a mild fucking concussion. That was lovely. And I told my dad said you're vomiting, so that's a big no. Signs, so my dad took me to the ER, and on the way to the ER I had to puke again. Brit. Y'all, if I had my old, this smartphone at the time, I would have took a video of that shit. Dude. And I tell people, you ever had, projectile vomiting before? That's what it was. It was very projectile. And I tell people, projectile vomiting is when it's coming out of your mouth and your nose. That's what I tell a lot of people. It's coming out of both your sinus cavity, your nasal passage, and then also your mouth. And I tell people, you ever laugh so hard you have milk or whatever you was drinking come out of your nose? Imagine that with puke. Brit. It's like coming out of both ends, like your nose and your mouth. Y'all, I remember, what was it, in 22? Yeah, it was 22. At work, I tripped and fell over a skid, and I busted my nose and my lip. Well, I busted my lip, because that's where most of the bleeding was coming from, was my lip, not my nose, most of it. Other half of the part was coming from my nose. Y'all got beat up by the dairy cooler floor at work. That's another story for another YouTube video. It's a pretty gory story. Reader discretion may be advised. But that's what I'm thinking might have happened, everybody. I'm thinking I got Hep A, got misdiagnosed, whatever it was else. Because everybody, I was sick for 2 weeks, guys. I'm not kidding you. Almost 3 weeks. I told my dad, it was by, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, I went to, up to, Big Boy, Frisch's Big Boy up here. I tell people, you live in, the Cincinnati or Ohio area, it's I don't know if it's yeah, it's only in Ohio where I live. It's Frisch's Big Boy. And I told my dad, all I wanted was 2 grilled cheeses. Because I told my dad I was really hungry. Because my dad said, I'll take you to work and get you stuff that you need to help with your stomach. And everybody, I tried everything over the counter. Because they said, oh, it's listeria poisoning. So I went to urgent care or the little clinic at my dad's store. Actually, my store now. But was back in the day. And they tested me for listeria, E. coli, salmonella. They told me it was salmonella at first. Then I went to urgent care 3 days before I went to the emergency room. So this is before I was so dehydrated I passed out. They said it was E. coli poisoning, and the ER said it was listeria poisoning. So I tell people, the only thing I could think of was hepatitis A that got misdiagnosed as listeria poisoning. And a lot of people say, oh, you got asthma, your immune system's already compromised. That should have put you in a hospital to begin with. I said, no, it did not, because some people can get mild strains of listeria and still survive it. But they told me they couldn't put me on any antibiotics. It had to ride out itself. So I told people for those 2 weeks, I just felt horrible. Miserable. And I tell people, I can take pain pretty well. Your girl has a high freaking pain tolerance like Snoop Dogg. I'm not kidding you. Y'all, my Red Army, I'm not kidding you, because your girl has a really, really high pain tolerance. I tell people, I have rods in my back. Rods, bolts, and screws, baby. In my back. Guys, Spinal Fusion, 13 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'll be 14 this year in December. A lot of people are like, damn, that's nuts. A lot of people said no pun intended. I said, no, it's okay. You can make puns. I like them anyway. They're pretty funny. Anybody? Okay, I got a question to ask all my Red Eye Army. My whole Red Eye Army. You put in the comments below. Does any of your family members or 3 or more family members have a certain disability and make jokes about it? Because me and my cousins, we all 3 have different disabilities. Myself, I have retinitis pigmentosa, ASD, a rare genetic disorder. I also suffer with anxiety. That's been diagnosed, and I think I have undiagnosed PTSD. I don't freaking know anybody. My cousin Rose, she has autism and ADHD. And then my cousin David has Tourette's. What his are called is the very rare form of it. He doesn't cuss at you, he makes noises, like grunting noises. So my cousin always says this joke. Elizabeth's so blind, she's worse than Velma from Scooby-Doo, even with her glasses. And I always shoot, okay, then I don't act like a damn caveman. And I go, ooga, ooga, ooga. I know it sounds kind of mean, but we just poke fun at each other because we just do it. That's my sick burn right back to him. And my cousin said, that's good. A lot of people say if you can roast each other, what would you start with? I told one of my friends at work, I said, ooh, that's a good question. I said, I cannot answer that, but I'll probably open up with that. Can I tell people my vision loss, I have very good other senses like smell, taste, touch, and hearing. I can hear small things and notice, oh, that's a noise that I know of, or that's a noise that I don't know of. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I could be sitting in my room and hear my refrigerator in the other room, in my kitchen. Yeah, that's how good my hearing is. I can be at work or I can be in any other store. I told my dad, put it in the Walmart once. During Christmas time of 22. I was buying Christmas presents for everybody. Red Eye Army, I'm not kidding you, because that was the first Christmas, because my cousin just had his baby boy, so it was his first Christmas. And I was a good auntie, and I bought him an elephant. Like, y'all never, like, had as, like, a baby or, like, a 1-year-old or whatever. Like, your parents or grandparents or aunt will buy you stuff that's, like, Fisher Price or whatever. Yeah, they can sell it nationwide, I think. Or, like, countrywide. I'm not 100% sure. But what I got him was a Fisher Price elephant. I picked it up and was like, oh, that's so cute. It's an elephant. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. I kind of got that for him, and I was like, that is adorable. So my cousin's fiance said, who got him the Ellie? I said, I did. She even said, oh my goodness, that's so cute. I said, now I know what to get you for Christmas now. My cousin said, anything Disney. I said, bingo. My cousin said, or his fiance said, now I know what to get you. Anything Naruto. I said, bingo. And I said, anything with Sasuke or Itachi on it. I'm very happy. I told my dad I want another Itachi plush. I want the Edo one. And that's really, really fucking hard to find. And I told my dad I want a Renee Sharingan Sasuke. Gimme! I want him so bad. Because anybody who knows me, I have my Naruto plushie, Kurama, who I used to start drama sometimes in my videos. Sometimes I have Itachi in my videos. Yeah, I think I have an old video on here when I was in my bed, and you can see the top of Itachi's head. Or Kurama's ears poking up. And I tell people a funny story about having my Ninetales plushie in my bed. So I tell people I make my bed, so I put my covers on my bed, and I have him underneath with Itachi. You can only see Itachi's head. So, the plush. So I told my dad, you wouldn't be able to tell that's my Ninetales plushie, Kurama. Like, you wouldn't even know until you pull the covers back. Can I tell you, the only thing you would see is his tails and his ears. That's it. So I used to scare my old staff with him all the time. She'd say, like, Elizabeth, stop scaring me with your fox. I said, I'm sorry, that's funny. One time I was in my room doing something, and I scared my dad with Kurama. It was pretty funny. I said, oh, that's this Kurama. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool like that. I'm Gucci. But I said, you just scared me with him, though. This was before I got my Sharingan blanket. Yeah, it was it was years before, because I'll have my Joni best hoodie for a year. So I tell people for Christmas, I got my Joni best hoodie, my favorite hoodie. I got a Sharingan blanket. And then my stepsister got me, it's like my Sanrio, but it's like orange and blue. It's like my lunchbox. So it's kind of like that color palette's orange and blue. Kind of like the OG Naruto colors, like very OOG. So I tell people it's kind of like the OG Naruto colors. It's orange and blue, but it's really fleecy. I also have a blanket that my stepbrother got me. It's all the Naruto characters Sanrio style. So Hello Kitty. Well, my Uchiha Army, this is the update blog. Hope y'all like it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on everything. It'll be in the description down below. Happy, beautiful rest of your day. God bless you all. Peace. Uchiha out.